Welcome to On the House. In this rollercoaster of an episode, Julian talks about a potential love interest.
I went out with somebody. I hung out with somebody.
Opens up about his emotions.
I'm changed forever, yo. Like,
I didn't expect you to say that. That's caught me off guard. All right.
And makes a huge life change.
I cut out Coca-Cola, dog.
They don't know that your blood is like at least 25% Coca-Cola.
We find out that John is perfect.
Choose the P word?
Fucking P word, man.
He brags about his girlfriend again.
Hopefully, you'll learn from us because everybody deserves something like we got.
And some interesting shenanigans take place.
I said, John!
Am I tight? I mean, fuck you to somebody. Let's move on.
Yeah. Yes, please. Oh, my Lord.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's episode of On the House.
Welcome back to another episode of On the House. We are here with Julian, yours truly, you know, and we have John, Mr. House, a.k.a. Mr. House on the House. Let me stop. I love doing that. Anyway, I think this is episode 6, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. I just didn't want to get
Six
it wrong.
of them things.
6 of them things are out, and honestly, we're recording this a little early, but as of right now, episode 4 is going crazy, and I can't believe, well, by our standards, obviously, like, you know, it's not like, but
Don't
for
qualify
us,
that
shit. You're my bad. It feels crazy to look at, man. Like I said, I feel like I've said this so many times. We put so much into this, so we really appreciate you guys. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for watching. It really means the world. Like, thank you. Man. John, how are you feeling today, bro? Are you good?
I feel fucking great. Yeah.
I feel great too.
I've had a great week. It's been a great day. It's
been an amazing day.
Fucking rolling with this, man. I just went from, this is a long-winded answer, but I went from having a lot of time, like so much fucking time, which was driving me insane, to having virtually no time, and I have never been happier. You know what I mean?
I love it. Busy schedules are great.
Man, I didn't realize how much I missed this shit. So yeah, I'm doing great. I will give you a 5-minute answer on how I'm doing, but go ahead. How are you doing, man? How are you doing?
I'm on cloud 9, and honestly, based upon what we have for this show today, you guys are going to understand why. So here's a little outline of the show, what we're looking like today. I have a special story I want to share. Then we're also going to talk about timing and healthy communication. And then to end off the show, we're going to have a little bit of fun as always. But that's your show for today, guys. So without further ado, though, let's get into what we are drinking.
You go ahead and start.
You want me to go first? All right.
Yeah, what you got?
Listen, y'all, hear me out. Before I gotta qualify this drink. I have to. My stomach has been tweaking since last weekend because I drank tequila like 3 or 4 days in a row, and my stomach was like, "Dude, what do you think you're doing?" So I'm taking it easy on myself tonight. I just bought a little thing of strawberry sangria, and I'm sipping on that for tonight.
Okay,
that's me.
That's why you had to qualify that. Sangria is bomb. It's not usually a night thing, but you know, it's still bomb.
Is it really nighttime though? Is it?
I know it is for you, dog.
My nighttime isn't this early. Let's be real. Like when you see me go to bed, you look at my clock. This is not nighttime for me. This is like afternoon. It's 10 p.m. by the way as we're recording this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I've ever had sangria when the sun was down, but I'm pretty sure.
Anyway,
that's only because you qualified it. It's only because you qualified it. All right, I had to take it. I just felt like taking it easy because last week we went crazy, and the day at work the next day was rough. That's on me though. I could have just took it easy, but I drank that whole little bottle of margarita shit. So I just got my go-to.
Yeah,
my go-to cider, my favorite. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. Stella cider is my favorite. It's my favorite cider. It's the driest, like least sweet, most beer-like cider.
Yes, it is.
And I'm not much of a beer drinker, so this is This is as close as I usually get. I'll try it. I'll drink beer like every now and then, but this is just a easy. I might go through 3 or 4 of these. We'll see. Yeah, man. But it's just.
I can't, bro. I'm looking at him like that because, like, so quick story. One day, this customer, when I was selling phones, he was like, "Oh, I kept you late. Let me go buy you something. What do you like to drink?" I was like, "Oh, I like cider." So he shows up with these Stella ciders. I was like, "Oh, cool. I've never had these. I'll take them home. I'll try them." And he kept me like really late. So I was like, "Dude, I need a drink after that." So I cracked it open. I tried it, and I was like, "Bro, no way. I can't." Because, like you said, it's the most beerish cider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you like sweet. This is not even
not
remotely.
At all.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. That's why you threw it out. That's why you threw it out.
Anyway, actually, I threw one out and I gave the rest away. I had a friend who loved them, so I gave them to him.
Yeah. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. Anyway, are you ready to get into this episode and
talk about? I've been waiting so fucking long for this shit. Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready to tell it? Are you ready to share it?
No, I'm not. But
well, buckle up, dog. You gotta do it anyway.
Here we go. I'm just gonna say it. I went out with somebody.
Whatever you're comfortable with. Let me draw the line there.
No, I went out with somebody. I hung out with somebody. It was amazing. I wouldn't call it a date because it's not like what I would do for a date. So I don't want to say it's a date. But
okay,
maybe. Yeah. You know what I mean, though? It was just like a impromptu, like, hangout type of thing. Like, hey, you free right now? And I'm like, yeah, I'm free. And then, boom, next thing you know, you're hanging out.
That was mine, too. That's all.
Anyway,
go ahead.
Oh, yeah. That's how, exactly, right? So let's go back. A few weeks ago, I kind of briefly told this story about, I like, saw this girl. I gotta rewind a little bit, though. I got to talk about this.
Ahead.
So first of all, I've never done this in my life. I was shopping at a spot near me, and I saw this girl. She was like really dope. She was talking to me, and it was a really cool conversation. I checked out. I left. I forgot something, so I had to go back. Oh. And she was talking to me again. And now by this time, I was like, yo, that girl is really dope. And then I got in the car and proceeded to send my friend here, John, a voice message saying, yo, that girl was really dope.
I just had the dopest interaction. I'm pretty sure that's how it started.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, I just had the dopest interaction with this girl in the store.
Yep.
And then, so from there, it was like, or John actually kind of called me out. John was like, well, you idiot. Why did you ask for a number or something? Why'd you ask for a contact information? I was like,
something.
Oh, I should have done that.
Don't assume you're going to see her again.
I probably should have done that. And I'm glad you said that because guess what happened next? I proceeded to not see her for another 3 weeks after that. I went in there like 2 or 3 times.
Fair, I only said I told you so once.
You're a jerk. Anyway, I went in there like 2 or 3 times after that. Didn't see her. Yeah. So I was like, wow, all right, well, that was it. But, again, it was cool. It was a dope interaction. If I see her, I see her. I'll this time I'll make up for my mistake. But if not, it's just wasn't supposed to happen, I guess. I wasn't supposed to ask for anything. So stop it. Anyway, I see your face. Anyway, so the stars align and and I see her again. And this time I was like, yo, I literally texted him. I was like, yo, she's here. This is not a drill. Doing it right now.
This is not a drill.
Doing it right now.
Yeah, don't you let that chance pass like, by again. Yo.
It was like a hype train of like gifts in the chat for a minute. Just kind of hyping me up, getting me there.
It was. Yeah.
Because I had never done this before, and I was extremely nervous. So,
which is wild to me that you've never done that before.
I've never done that before. I mustered up enough courage to walk up to this girl after I was leaving and was like, hey, I really enjoyed first of all, I was like, hey, what's your name? She told me her name. Should I give her a name for this story?
Yeah, you can give her a name.
Yeah. All right, I was listening to Bahamas Promises. We'll do Haley. Haley. Stop. Anyway, that's a fire song.
Oh, it is. It's just funny that was the pull, but no, that is a good song. I'm not disagreeing.
Exactly.
With you on
That's
that.
what. Like, I just was like, I can't think of a random name. Whatever. Drake did it for me. All right. Anyway, back to the story.
Go ahead.
So she says, I said, hey, can I ask you like what your name is? She was like, yeah, it's Haley. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Mine's Julian. Nice to meet you. And I was like, hey, is there like any way we could like keep in touch? And she was like, I'm sorry, I can't. And I was like, got it. All good. No worries. You ever been rejected in the most attractive way possible? like, hold on, because this is what proceeded to happen next, okay? I go to leave, and I'm like, I'm not upset or anything. Like, it's like, she says she can't. Like, it is what it is. I'm like going to leave. And I get up, bye, Julian. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. You better stop playing with me. You better stop playing with me. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Playing.
You better stop playing with me.
Oh,
so,
man.
Like, this spot is near me, so I end up going back here and there. And every time I see this person, it's always a good vibe and stuff. So the vibe kind of stayed the same. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try again one more time just to see. So I was like, all right, cool. I asked for a number again. I was like, I'd like to like take you to get a drink sometime or something. And this time she was like, okay, here's my number. And then I took her number.
Sorry, I mean to interject for a sec.
Yeah.
What changed or like what happened that made you want to ask again?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because it took you so much like you had to build up so much courage to do it the first time. And for it to go that way and then to potentially experience that, like what transpired in between that to make you feel comfortable enough and confident enough, I guess, to ask.
To be honest with you, she did. She really did. Because it was like the vibe was so good, I knew it wouldn't be weird if I asked again. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's like, if that makes sense, but it was like the vibe was so good in the 5-minute span of the conversation. It was like, this vibe is amazing. Like, even if you say no again, I know it's going to be like, you'll know it's coming from a genuine place. I know your no is coming from a genuine place. So like, it's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, you built more of a rapport and an understanding. So it was more, she knew you at this point, so she wouldn't take it negatively for you to ask.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean? For the situation. So you probably should have waited and not listened to me.
I probably shouldn't have. You did it to me. You did it. If I would have waited, we'd be golden. I wouldn't have got rejected the first time. It's cool though. Hey, listen, I'm not mad at you, John. Like, go ahead, do your thing, bro.
I was just, you just never know. That could have been her last day. Who knows?
And I thought it was. So then, now this is where it gets kind of interesting. I texted her. I forgot what I even texted her. Oh, I sent her the place I wanted to go to. I don't remember this part. I don't know if there was like, it was like a dry thing, but I remember it wasn't like anything like, like, oh, let's go. It was more like kind of like, I'm chilling right now. So I was like, okay,
like, let's go here. Cool. That place looks cool.
Yeah, it was like along those lines. It was like all right. And then, I tried one more time with a message and it was like a little like, nah. So I was like, all right.
Damn, it was that thumbs up emoji vibes, huh?
Yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm a chill. Yeah. And then after that, I hadn't seen her for a while. Yeah, read the room. Exactly. Read the room. So then after that, I hadn't seen her for a while. Then I had to go in like a week ago, right?
I was gonna say that was a while, right?
Yeah, it was a while. It was like a month. I hadn't seen her in like a month. It had to be maybe even longer, dog.
I think it was longer than that.
It might have been. It might have been because a lot has happened. So like,
if it was just a month, that was a long month.
Yeah. I think it was like 2 months. I think you're right. I think it was like 2 months because I think it was like before New Year's. But then, so I go back in there, and I don't know what was different this time, but I was like, hey, I went to a different section of the store or the spot that we were in, and I sent a message because I needed help with something and no one was around me. So I sent it just kind of being funny. And then I noticed that the vibe was a little different in the response. So I was like, oh, okay. But I bought what I was buying. I got out. And then I was still getting messages after I left. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I would like to take you up on the offer for that drink. I was like, oh, I said, John, we recorded last week's episode. I was like, dog.
Yeah.
I was like, dog.
Yeah. This man went fucking crazy.
I was like,
I've never seen you distracted while recording until that moment.
Shit, don't snitch on me like that. Now they're going to go back and watch the episode.
I don't care. Yeah, go back and watch that shit. This man is always 100% focused. He'll be lit off of whatever we're drinking, but he will somehow find a way to know when to go to break and to not be as crazy as my ass is. But at the end of this podcast, I don't even know if they'll be able to tell. I can just tell because I know you. But
you know me, right? Yeah.
But towards the end of this podcast, you are so checked out. You were so checked out at the end. Which, to be fair, the week before I was checked out, so I didn't say. I ended it with like I ain't got the shit else to add. Like I gotta go. She's calling me. My baby calling. We'll just wrap this shit up and we're done. So I get it. That's why I like saying it, because I mean I did the same shit. We're the same fucking dude, essentially.
So then I got that, and then I was hype, and I was like, of course, like obviously, like I'm down to do it. And she's like, how about Saturday? So I was like, yeah, like let's do Saturday. So Friday night was here, and I was going up to the casino with my homeboy and his wife, and I'm just chilling texting, and I get this like crushing message saying, I can't right now. Like it was like hey, like I'm sorry to do this to you. I just can't right now. And I was like, So fellas, I'm going to take a pause right here in the story, and I'm going to just say I was wrong. That thug pride don't get you nowhere, dog.
Woo!
It don't get you nowhere, dog.
Woo!
It don't.
I am so glad you brought that up. That is a perfect time for me to interject real quick, because this is what me and my girl was talking about. This is exactly what she brought up to say to you.
Oh, to me specifically?
Yes, to you specifically. Because God. I told her about that you be doing that shit. And I was like, man, you know what she called it?
What?
She said it's an emotional roadblock.
I put up emotional roadblocks?
Yeah, it prevents you from like proceeding past that. You're putting up this like, you can't go this way, find another way to go. You're putting this roadblock that prevents you from building together, like building a foundation, building a relationship, and opening up emotionally. You're basically saying this is shut down. This is off. No access. Yeah, she said, I was like, yo, there's no way to advance
like that.
Because she's dope. Because she's dope as fuck.
So
yeah. So
the reason why I say that though.
Go ahead.
The reason why I say that though is because I was like, oh no, like it's cool, like don't even trip, like, and obviously, like, yes, I completely do feel that way, like it is cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I get it, like I'm sure there's a reason why you're saying that, and I appreciate you being honest and not leaving me hanging or something like that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like standing me up.
Yes.
So I
prefer that message 10 out of 10 times. Yeah.
Yes. But it still hurts. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, like,
and it's crazy because it's not something that I'm used to sharing. I'm not used to like being vulnerable like that. And I don't know how to navigate that yet. And that's gonna come up later on again in this story. But
I was gonna say, can I interject?
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
And just talk about that conversation on your way home from the casino. between you and I? I'm not going to say what we talked about, but just your demeanor.
I don't even remember it. I know on the way there, I called John. I spoke to John the whole way to the casino. It was about an hour and a half ride to the casino. Yeah. I was like, yo, it's about to be lit. I was hyped about the casino, don't get me wrong, but I didn't even care. I was so looking forward. I think I was just so looking forward to Saturday. I was just like, yo, it's going to be crazy. Yes.
You had a long drive, and yeah, we were just talking about what had happened because I still couldn't believe it. Yeah, that this was even going to happen. And then, whatever, just the casino part, like you said, that wasn't even part of the conversation. But on the way back, after you got the text, that face right there, that was pretty much, actually, no, it was more like this.
I was like, yo.
I was like, no.
I was like, yo, I'm about to go upstairs, go to bed. What's up? It was almost 4 a.m. my time too, because that drive was so long.
That fucking hurt me to see you like that.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I can only. Yeah,
and it doesn't help too because it was a long ride to just be in your feels the whole ride and like really think about it all.
Just thoughts. It's just
you and your thoughts the whole ride.
It doesn't matter what you put on. Yeah.
I'm not. See, now I'm gonna get really vulnerable this episode. I feel like John is quicker to do this on this podcast, so I gotta catch up. I'm a really big overthinker, and I always just create stories in my head about why things happen, and I think that part was the hard part because I was just making these stories in my head about why what happened. He's laughing because he knows some of the stories I told myself.
Yeah, I know that how ridiculous they are.
Yeah,
how ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm so quick to do that, dog. I'm so quick to do that. Guys, it is not healthy. Don't do that.
I get why it's a reaction of, you being hurt. It's a way to protect yourself. You're going to make up these stories or whatever that to make you feel better and help you move on quicker. So it's understandable to have that reaction, but it could. Can you imagine if you had kept that? I'm not going to go ahead because I don't want to interrupt.
Hold on, you're skipping ahead.
I know. I'm just saying.
This story looks really doom and gloom right now. You gotta let me have my comeback.
Okay. All right. Go for it. I'm just saying. I'm glad you realized how stupid that whole thing was. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm aware of what I do, how much I do harm myself with that, but. It's a defense mechanism, and that's the biggest thing, 100%. Yes.
And it's a hard one to break.
So I go to bed, I wake up. At this point, I woke up kind of like, not hungover because I didn't drink a lot. I barely drank at all. But it was just like the emotional hangover of like, kind of like feeling a little defeated because I had a plan for how my Saturday was going to go. And then on top of that, I hadn't gotten much sleep. So I was on like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, which I guess is kind of a lot, but it didn't feel like it that day.
That's not a lot of sleep.
It definitely didn't feel like it. So I was just like, I don't know. I was just chilling and I was kind of going through the motions a little bit. And I get this text and it was like, hey, do you want to come pick me up? And it was like, I was like, wait, what? Where you at? I got sent the location. I was like, oh, that's like 10 minutes away.
Real quick. Just in the you got more locations sent to you than I ever have in my life. I don't know if it's a generation thing. It's only been 2, but that's 2 more than me.
I just love that. Like, play no games. Here it is. Pull up.
I love that shit too. I would have liked to got that at some point.
You don't need it no more. You're Gucci.
I don't need it no more. I don't want it no more. I mean, she could send me her location if she wants.
So I get the location. I'm like, all right, you ready to go now? She's like, yeah. I was like, bet. I'll be there in 20. So I pick her up. She gets in the car and I'm like, hey. She's like, hey, And we started, I was like, what do you want to do? She's like, well, we could just drive around and talk. And so we drove around and talked. This is where it starts to get dicey for me, because this is where I have to start getting into the whole emotional change of the story. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I'm changed forever, yo. Like, I am not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you, because I don't even know how to explain it. John's laughing. John's laughing because he knows where I'm going with this.
I didn't expect you to say that. That's caught me off guard. All right,
I'm changed forever, dog. Because like,
shit. Okay.
No matter what happens here, like, this could go well, this could go poorly. Like, no matter what happens, I'm changed forever. Because I found out that everything I want is out there and available and open to me as well. And that was crazy. That part is crazy. Yeah. I was like, that ride, man, like from the whole cancellation thing, this woman, hold on, y'all. This woman, let me sit up for this. This woman took accountability. She looked at me, she said, hey, I know it was my idea to go out. I know I'm the one who initiated us going out and I canceled, and I'm so sorry for that.
That was it. Done.
You had me at I'm sorry.
Done.
You had me at I initiated, actually.
Yeah. I realized how fucked up that was. Even though you didn't tell me how fucked up it was, I realized that it was. Yeah.
And I'm already here with my guard up 100%.
Yes.
And I feel it just like if it was like a gate, it was just like, it was going down. Like, so then y'all thought that was it? No, she proceeds to break me down even more. Here we go. There's something I'm really, like, I don't want to say really insecure about, but like, I feel like there's a personal, like, aggression towards it. I tell her that story about how I feel about that particular situation.
Oh, yeah.
And she looks at me. And she goes, well, did you give it your all? I said, listen to me. I said, yeah, I did. She said, well, you got nothing to worry about. Who is this woman, dog? Who is this, bro? Like,
You know what's crazy? Because my girl does the same shit where it's just so effortless. Like, this is just natural to her. Like, she wasn't like, oh, I'm going to say this and he'll feel this way. It's just naturally how they are. And I was like, she's the same way. Haley. Right? I got the fake name right. Okay, cool.
You're living in my mind for free. All right, sorry.
Yeah. No, you good. You good. It's just, that's what blows my mind too, because it's like this shit that, I don't want to say breaks us, but just has such an impact on us emotionally.
It broke me down. Yeah. I thought I was like, because so at that point I'm just like, guards just. How can you keep a guard up at that point? How can you keep a guard up at that point if everything you had in your mind of like why you would be protecting yourself is just being broken down instantly?
It's sad because it sounds like such a simple thing, but it is so not a simple
thing. Then I get a text later.
Thing.
I love that you're a hardworking dad. As a parent, bro.
When you were concerned about bringing it up in the first place. That's the crazy part, is let's get into that. You feeling like it was a red flag and that you were undesirable. You put yourself in this category. Yeah, you put yourself in this category of being undesirable because of that. And like, oh, nobody's probably going to want me because I have a kid. So, I'm 26 with a kid and nobody's going to want me. So I know hearing that.
Stop trying to break me on this podcast, John.
I'm going to do it one of these days. One of these days I'm going to get you.
I'm trying to think what else I could talk about from that night. I think The rest of it's just all good vibes, of course. And I'll say this, though. I'll say this. There's something about when you go to ask someone out, imagining who you think they are, and then they get there and they show you they're exactly who you thought they were.
In a good way.
Dog.
In a fucking great way. Yeah. Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what? And I'm talking a lot about personality stuff. Like, obviously, she's beautiful. I wouldn't have even asked her out if she wasn't. That's obvious.
Yeah.
But it's just like...
Yeah,
so, you would think, like, after all this, with it going so great and everything, like, so what are you guys doing, Julian? Like, are you an item? What are you doing? Well, here's the gist of it, guys. Timing is undefeated. Timing sucks. Like, no matter what, you can't defeat the clock. You cannot defeat the clock. Like, there's nothing you could do when things just aren't, it's not the right time for things. It is just not the right time for things. And it just sucks because it feels like someone up there is having a lot of fun with me right now. They put everything I want into one package. And they're like, hey, haha, look. And then they're like, oh, psych. Not right now. Sorry. It's like, hey, just a reminder, it's here, but like, yeah, no, not right now. Yeah.
But not right now. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, that's why timing is hard. That's why John asked me if I was going to tell this story today. And I was like, no, I feel like I have to. I feel like I owe it to our viewers because some of you guys might be in a situation where it's not the right time. And you're like all upset or you're frustrated or you're down. There's no emotion to feel about that in that direction. I mean, yes, it sucks, but don't be mad. Don't be mad at the other person, at the other party. It's not on them. Sometimes it's just really poor timing. And honestly, what I've learned is it just takes supreme patience. Supreme patience. And that is not one of my strongest traits. Yeah. I'll say this and then I'll leave it alone. I'll say this and we could go to commercial. I want to tell this story from today because this story kind of broke me, bro. We hung out today and I was like, what did I say? Oh, I was ranting about something that really like was bothering me, which is, again, not like me. The only person I really rant to these days is John or one of my other friends who I've been friends with for like 10 years. So I was ranting about this story, and it was something I deal with in my personal life. Later on, I got a text asking like how that resolved itself. I'm not built for this, dog. I'm not built to be treated like this, dog. Dog.
That hurts to hear you say that.
I'm so not used to this, dog. Like, what is that
follow-up?
Okay.
That's fine. It's okay to not be used to it, but don't feel like you don't deserve this shit.
I know, but it's just crazy, bro. Yeah. I ain't never had that. Like, hey, how'd that work out?
I mean,
you remembered and you checked it?
This is new to me too.
You remembered and you asked? What?
Yeah, right. You actually care about me?
And you're willing to like reach out and express it too? What?
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean,
unprovoked too. That was just out of nowhere.
I'm provoked. Like we were talking about something completely different, and I got that text out of nowhere. I'm sorry. That's like.
Yeah, it wasn't like you brought it up again. It just,
dog.
Hey, I was thinking about this.
I'm not built for this.
This situation good?
Me and Father Time about to throw hands, dog, because I can't take it with him right now. Me and this guy.
Don't do that. You don't want to fight him.
Me and Father Time about to throw hands because John, I don't know, dog. She better stop texting me stuff like that, bro. Because
she's not going to. I told you,
bro.
It's most likely effortless to her. She's really just being herself, and she's just one of those rare ones that is just a genuine, cool ass person that has empathy, that is compassionate, and actually cares.
You're not helping. You're making it worse. Me and Father Time are about to step in the ring. You are making it so much worse. You are just
a lot of people have tried. Learn from the people that have tried before you. It won't end well.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, yeah. So that was that story. I honestly, as of right now, it's a wait and find out, I guess. I'll say this too. Then I promise we will go to break.
Go ahead, talk your shit.
This was one of those things that changed me. When I say I was changed forever, this is one of those moments where it's like, I don't even like every other conversation feels pointless. All the stuff I was dealing with before, like the things I was giving attention to, just feel stupid now.
I fucking love to hear that.
It's like, why was I even? I don't even want to talk to you. Like, why are you here? Like
Thank you.
That's what I want right there. Like that energy is what I'm looking for. This is not it. And
that's what I was trying to get you to look for. It's just, boredom does other things.
I'm not bored no more. I'm not.
Oh,
listen, dog. I'm over here like, yeah.
Wow.
I'm about to take Father Time to the ring. I'm about to take Father Time to the ring. That's where I'm at, dog. Yo. Anyway, we gotta go to commercial before I fight this man.
Hold on, real quick. Just in one of your voice messages that you sent that was fucking 8 minutes long, and you didn't say shit. You didn't say shit.
Okay.
But, a lot of times, a lot of pauses. Well, you were talking like me, where it's like slow and just a lot lost in your thoughts. When you're way more, I'm not going to say measured, you talk a lot more. I don't know.
Faster pace.
Faster pace, and it's more flowing more so than mine. But this one, you were, I think like the last minute, you were just like, wow. Frick, man. I was like, did he say frick? This man don't even know what he's saying right now. Like, I know you don't cuss like that, but he was just like, frick, man. Wow.
I said that?
Yeah, you was like, what the fuck is frick?
That's the thing too. That's how you know, y'all. Like, you end up in a haze, bro, and it's like, shoot. What are you gonna do, man?
Timing. Such an innocent word that has such a huge impact on our lives, especially romantically. Most people find the right person, but at the wrong time. But there's other people that find the wrong person at the right time. It makes sense though. That's why you come across so many people that are in unhappy relationships and marriages. People often ask me, Professor, how is it that I find the right person at the right time? And I always tell them, I don't fucking know. What I can tell you is, if you're happy on your own, you respect yourself, and you're patient, those are all great qualities that'll help you find that right person at the right time. And now, back to your show.
Welcome back from break, guys. We are here with the second part of our show. I hope you guys enjoyed that story in the first one. I hope I didn't go too long.
Nah.
I just feel like it's always important to highlight these moments when something special occurs, where it's like, this is out of the ordinary. Mm-hmm. This is something that has never happened to me before. And I have to share this, especially that's what our show's about. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I'm glad you did, because it was a whole different side of you. It was just, that I've even seen. So, to have it on this podcast is a whole other thing too. It's just, I like the fact that we do show all different sides. It's the emotional vulnerability on top of the humor, and then like this, this situation that you've experienced for the first time in your life, just recounting it here is just dope. So yeah, I'm glad, and it was good to have you just completely dominate that whole shit. So I'm probably going to talk a lot because I've been quiet for too long.
I appreciate it. My bad.
No. Fuck that. It's good to have you. It's good to have you actually like show that emotion and everything. Just because you are always so buttoned up and so professional, which I appreciate. Yeah, I appreciate that. So it was good to have that like just raw emotion, and you kind of kind of reliving it and while you're talking through it. Because you could see, when you're recounting it, you could see how in your facial expressions, you're reliving those emotions and you can see it all expressed. So, yeah, it was a roller coaster, man. Even though I knew most of it, there was some shit you threw out there. I was like, wait, what? But even knowing most of it, I was still on the roller coaster too. So, nah, you good. I'm glad you decided to do it. I hope, it helped to like talk about out loud, because I know saying shit out loud like that will process it. So yeah, man, anytime, dude.
Especially when like something like time's in the way, it's hard because it's like there's nothing you could do about it. And when you're like me, I'm a I don't want to say control freak because that's not it, but I like to control situations that I'm involved in.
He just found a different way to say it.
I did no, that's not what I mean, because I feel like control freak sounds so wrong and so bad. I just like
negative connotation to it for sure.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm gonna go out, I want to go out like because of something I did wrong. You know what I mean?
That.
But for timing to be the reason why I have to go out, it's like, oh, you know
really?
What I mean?
That's what, it's man. Like, I am the opposite. If it I'd rather it be out of my control, because then for me, it's like there is nothing I could have done. If it's a mistake I made or something I could have done to prevent that should have lived with me for the rest of my fucking life.
I've made so many mistakes. I want it to live with me because that's how I learn and that's how I get better. I like knowing, like if I give you the ick and I make a mistake, like I want to know, because it's like okay, cool. Like
I mean,
noted. That was
that's
bad.
fair. That's a different way.
You know what I mean?
I can see that. Because you will.
So it's like,
yeah, it is a learning opportunity and all that shit. Yeah, obviously I would learn from it, but also like, could we have not just fucked up?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but it's still timing. See, because timing is like at least if I could say that I messed up, it's like, oh shoot, I messed up. I made the mistake. If timing messed me up, it's like, yo, I could have been perfect. I could have done everything on schedule and been good. You know what I mean? And then
there's a lot of I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I don't know, man. It's fucking difficult either way. It's a lose-lose. It's just which loss.
It is
which loss do you feel better about?
How would you prefer?
How do you prefer to lose? Do you want to miss the game-winning shot, or do you want to miss the game-winning shot, or you want to pass it and they miss it? Which would you rather?
That's a great question in the comments. Let us know. Would you rather shoot the game-winning shot or pass it? And let them miss the game.
Which one? Well, yeah, which one? Which one can you?
I'm going out taking the game-winning shot. I'm going out taking.
Which one would you rather live with? Wishing you would have taken the shot or missing the shot? I don't know.
Taking the shot and missing. Because guess what? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna be up every morning at that court.
That's true.
Doing the same shot over and over again that I missed. That time. Because guess what? Next time I'm in that spot, I'm not missing that shot from that exact spot.
See, with that analogy, I'm with that. Because if I'm going out the way I want to. If I'm going out, knowing I gave everything I had, and just
that's it. That's where I'm at. Yup, 100%. Let's go.
Fuck timing. Okay.
Timing sucks.
You wanted to talk about. Well, I'll let you go. You're better at this shit. Don't let me talk. When it's something that's supposed to be structured.
You caught me mid sip with it, but I got you. We wanted to come back and talk about healthy communication, because I feel like that is something that really, like, I want to say, threw me for a loop. Mm-hmm. I wasn't expecting that, which is kind of sad in a way.
I got 12 years on you, and I'm new to this shit. It is fucking sad that you don't know what it's like. Oh, this is what it's like.
yeah, literally. So it was like, and just the way to go about it and how that feels, how to react to it even. It's like, because I don't even know how to handle it. I said to John, I was like, I don't even know how to talk about myself at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I know how to, when someone asks me about me, Like, I'll give you a perfect example. When she asked me about how that situation was going, I didn't even know how to answer. I was like, dog, I don't even know what to say.
I mean, part of that is, well, part of it is you not being used to that at all, but also because you aren't used to sharing that part. So it's hard to open up about, especially, you know, in a text or whatever. So that's understandable, but still, a large part of it is because you're not used to it. So, like, I don't even know where to start with this. Like, I'm not used to anybody asking.
And I'm usually just used to being the guy that's always listening and hearing what it is that people are saying and what they're dealing with. And
I'll say this because I'm sure you can relate. My future wife, we were talking the other day and she was like, "You love me? Like, really?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I do." And she was like, "What? Like, what is it? Like, why?" And I was like, honestly, what made me start falling is because it's really difficult for me to connect with people. And she didn't believe it. She was like, "What? No way." And I was like, no. Let me rephrase. Like, it's really easy for people to connect with me, just like I'm sure it is with you. But it's not reciprocated.
Yep.
It doesn't go both ways. We're easy to talk to. We're very personable. We listen. We show interest in what people are saying. We, ask questions. We show that interest and care and, make people laugh. But it doesn't go the other way. There are a lot of people, if you give them space to talk about themselves, they'll just fucking take it. And then that's it.
All day.
Yeah. So I was like, that's what it is, where a lot of people, because she's seen me interact with people and she's like, people just like you. And I'm like, yeah, because I give them space to talk. I make them laugh. And then that's it. They're good with just that. They don't reciprocate that same attention or listening or care. And so it's difficult for me to connect with people because they're like, "Oh, I like that guy. He let me talk about myself." Or "I like that guy because, he's cool. He's funny. He made me laugh." All they know is my name, maybe. They don't know shit about me because they didn't ask. And I was like, one of the first things when we were interacting was I would give her that same space to talk, but she would always, I'm not going to say always because sometimes people need to vent and talk their shit, but very often she would, very frequently she would be like, "I don't want to talk about me. Tell me about you. Like, how was your day? Tell me this." Like, she would make it a point to, like, "No, fuck all that. I know you're going to give me my space to talk, but I don't want to. Tell me about you." And so I was like you were saying, it was like, "Oh, what?" Like, why? What? I don't even know.
Dog, you're not used to. You're
like you said. She said that, and I was like, shit. How am I feeling? Because it wasn't like that typical, how are you thing where people just want you to say I'm fine and move the fuck on. It wasn't that. It was, how are you doing? Like, tell me the real
specific pointed
question. Like, "Oh, you talked about this before. How are you feeling about that?" Or whatever. Like,
how about this one though? Rewind. Yeah. What if I'm in it currently and I haven't even taken the time to process how I'm feeling or how I'm doing with it, and now you're asking me how I'm doing, so you're having me sit down and in the moment process how I'm actually feeling and how I'm actually doing. It's like, yo, you care to know that? You're the reason why I'm taking the time to actually figure it out for myself and really feel it. And I'm like, oh wait, how do I feel?
Even if it's like, I don't know how I feel. That's fair. Like, that's valid. Like, just, do you want to talk through it? And like, what? There's more space for this? That's not the end? Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? So,
and then wait, don't stop there. Then it's like, oh, let me relate too. And it's like, you actually understand what I'm saying and you're relating to what I'm saying? How about how I'm feeling?
I talked this much about myself and you want me to talk more? This wasn't just like a double Dutch thing where you're just waiting to get back in. Oh,
my heart.
I know. And it's sad. I said it before. I'll fucking say it again. It seems so simple and it seems like such a low bar, and I don't give a fuck. Maybe it is, but it's still so fucking rare. It's still rare.
But this brings me back to what I said before. I was like, I don't even want to talk to anybody at all, and not even off of some loyalty stuff, like some artificial loyalty thing. It's really not. It's more so just this just feels like a waste of time. It just,
'Cause-
it literally just feels like this pointless at this point.
It could, all right, I'll be fair. It could not be fair to some people to do that, to have that mentality going into it, but I don't.
Oh, I know,
I don't give a
100%.
fuck. Because
I don't care. I sure don't.
Because my experience and my history says it won't be worth it.
Hello.
If 99.99% of my interactions did not go like this, why even bother? Why even fucking bother? Because it's not going to get better than this.
Gotten into it.
It's not going to get better.
It sure ain't. The last few months have been a roller coaster for me, like with everything. So
yeah,
like,
I feel that.
Where I'm just like, with everything I've dealt with, I'm just like, dude, this was such a relief.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, this actually does exist.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
That's...
what else? Why would I even bother? First of all, especially when like we go back to the dating app episode, right? I didn't have any experience like that on the apps. Why would I go back to them now? I had to create this organically in person. Why would I even look at those again? You know what I mean? Like this just feels stupid.
I'm just thinking back to the experiences you had. Yeah, why the fuck would you go back? I didn't.
Why would I go back?
That's the same thing. See,
why would I go back?
The craziest thing about this to me is our situations are very similar, and we came across them like at very similar points. Because I had just gone through a situation where there was somebody I really was into that, going back to what you said earlier, when you think someone's a certain way and you meet them and you said they are that way. It's dope when you have that positive thought about them. This was, I went out with somebody, I thought they were one way, turned out they weren't. And that was just like I don't want to say a facade, because it could have been genuine on some level. It just wasn't genuine to me.
It felt genuine.
Right. So I went through that and then went on the apps for a bit, but it was like, no, because even if she wasn't genuine to me, those feelings, I'm not getting here. So I'm going to get off of these fucking things. And then I happened to run into the fucking love of my life in person. But then those same feelings, it was like, oh, like this is what I felt there, but this is actually real. She's not just a people pleaser. She's actually like showing these emotions towards me. And she's actually feeling them because she keeps them up. And it's not making her feel overwhelmed to do this, because it's just how it is. When I asked her the same thing, like, you love me? She was like, yeah, it's easy. Like, what do you mean it's easy? What do you mean? Like I told you earlier today, she was like, why are you so perfect? Like,
choose the P word?
The fucking P word, man. And it was like, oh my God. And this is the immediate thought I had, was like, she said I'm perfect. That means I have to keep fucking working. I have to keep being better. I have to keep being the best that I can be. What?
I feel that so hard, because like after that, I was like, this is what I want. This is like what I want to have in my life. I have to get better. I cut out Coca-Cola, dog. I'm like, get my diet right.
Hold on. You got it.
I cut it out.
No. You can't just blow by that and let because these people don't know what that shit means to you. They don't know that your blood is like at least 25% Coca-Cola. They don't know that shit. They don't know that this man is like, I'm gonna stop and get a Coke. Like this, you don't know what that means to this dude. Like if somebody just bought you a Coke, it was like, yo, how are you doing, man? That's it. He might cry.
I almost realized
he might cry if you do that.
I almost just realized, dog,
so
don't do
I'm just saying the significance of that is wild. I just needed to put that in perspective, because you're not just gonna blow by that. Like, oh, I gave him Coke, and they're like, okay, what a big deal. No, this man is yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Can I explain it? I'll put it into words for you. No, you're fine. I love it. It's funny. I'm gonna put into words for you. It's like, this was so dope.
Yeah.
But I gotta feel like I deserve it. I gotta feel like I earn it. You know what I mean?
Okay. And yeah. I feel that.
I know that might be an unhealthy mindset, but like, I think it keeps you on your toes and keeps you working.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I would probably use different verbiage for myself, but we're doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. That's what immediately when she said that, it was like, when she said you're perfect, it was like, well, I know I'm not, first of all. I'm highly, highly flawed. But, so maybe that's part of it too. But it was just like, okay. But there's no fucking finish line in this. There's never a fucking finish line. It's only after you're...
I don't want there to be
It's only after you're dead, in my opinion. Before that, I am going to damn, I can't even fucking talk anymore. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep bettering myself because there's always room to improve. There's always things I could be doing better. Yeah, I do a lot of things well, and I do some things that she loves, but I can be better. And so I will keep working to be better. Not just for her, but for myself. Because if I'm a better person, then just naturally, I'll be better at work. I'll be better in my friendships. I'll be a better partner. So there's always motivation to keep getting better. So it's like, oh, she said that? Oh, perfect. That's cool, but we got work to do. We still got to get back in this gym. We still gonna keep this. We still gonna keep putting the shots up because it's not the end of the game.
A few.
Yeah. No. Go ahead. Carry on.
A few weeks ago, you asked what was the best compliment I ever got.
Oh yeah.
I gotta update that. This girl, she says to me, the way you carry yourself is so attractive. Mic drop. That is because that is something that I've put time and I've worked on how I carry myself. I worked on who I am. I've worked on my personality. So for someone to acknowledge the work you put into yourself, that is the best compliment you could ever get in your entire freaking life, dog. I challenge you. What is something that you work on? You spent a lot of time. You're very passionate about. And you put the time and energy into, and then someone comes and compliments that.
Especially,
I challenge you to find a better compliment than that. I challenge you.
Especially someone like that 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 means a lot to you. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's just different when you hear it from somebody like that. When it's somebody you really care about, I'm not going to say love in your instance because I don't want to assume your feelings, but with somebody I love, when she says things like that. Yeah, I'm not going to make assumptions on your part, dog. When she says shit like that to me, I can't even tell you the best compliment because it's probably the one she gave me most recently because she's just so intentional with her words and very careful in how she chooses and says things so that when she does give me a compliment or when she does say things, it just means so much because I know how careful she is with her words, how mindful she is of what she's saying.
Ooh,
so
that's a good point.
So when she says, I love you, it's the same.
This might be
the same now as it is the first time she said it. Go ahead.
No, this might be another topic for another day, but honestly, being intentional with your words is...
It's underrated, man. It's underrated. That is another topic for another day because I got a lot of shit to say about some overused words. So that's a whole other fucking thing.
Being intentional with your words, dog.
It just means so much more because people will... What you're saying means it carries more weight because people know you're being careful with it and you don't just throw out words frivolously and just
speaking with intention, man.
It's a lost art. It is a lost art, especially now when everybody wants to.
Healthy communication is definitely a lost art in general, and I feel like we are. I don't know if we're on the compliment side of things or more on just healthy communication. I mean, because even with healthy communication, I feel like you could go back a little bit and just talk about like, just even working through problems. Like how you guys get through issues. Just being extremely open.
It's so not what I'm used to. It's how I always, no, I'm not going to say always, but it's how I've encountered things since I got rid of since I better learned to manage the anger I previously had that we went over last time. So it's always been, okay, you see things this way, I see things this way, or you did this and it hurt me, or I did this and it hurt you. now how are we going to talk about this? And it being a discussion, like okay, well, when you did this, this is how I felt. And then giving you an opportunity to respond. It's not this whole, you did this, and like listing all this shit off. And then now this other person defending themselves. And so, lashing out because they're getting defensive. That's sort of what I'm used to, which a lot of people don't take criticism well. So if you say something negative, they're not going to respond in a positive way. So it's about being mindful with your delivery of like, okay, you did this is how I felt. And then for that to go from there, for it to just be like, oh shit, like my fault. Like I didn't realize that's how I made you feel. That was not my intention. I was thinking this. It's like, oh, okay, well, it was a misunderstanding because this, and this. And it was just like every time we've had, which it's only been a couple times, but when we've had those conversations, that's exactly what it was. It was a conversation. And I've always just, whether she's crying or I'm crying or we're both crying, it's just being that vulnerable and like, hey, and then it's always like, oh, I'm like, that's not what I meant. That was not my intention. I didn't realize that's what I was doing. I'm really sorry. And then like just genuinely having that, and not just saying it, to, oh, my bad, or I'm sorry. And then doing the shit again. No, the things we've had that we've both addressed in both her situation and mine, it's shit we've been mindful of because we don't want to make each other feel that way again. So it's like, I think like when I did this last time, when I didn't do this, this is how she felt. And I don't want to make her feel that way again. I don't want to disappoint her. I don't want to hurt her like that ever a fucking again. So it's just constantly working to be mindful of her feelings and her emotions and how I impacted her. And, not doing that shit again, and which I'm used to doing, but to have that, to see it on her side as well. And for her to she asked me recently, like, have you noticed a difference? Because when we talked about this, like, I wanted to keep that in mind and make sure that I'm putting in an effort. Like, yes, like, I'm sorry for not bringing it up sooner that I noticed the difference. All right, everybody, welcome back. My fault. We had some technical difficulties on my end. My shit was fucking up. That guy's shit is all on point. So, yeah, that's my fault. I was going.
Camera-wise, yeah, but mentally, no. Sorry.
Fuck. Sometimes I wish we could air the shit that is during the commercial break. One of these days, if we do a live one, oh man, the shit that's gonna go down. But until then, you're just gonna have to live with the ambiguousness of the statement he just said. Yeah, we're gonna power right through that because I don't want him to address that, and I'm not going to because I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna fuck some shit up. So I would say basically, we were talking about healthy communication and how that's rare and difficult to do, especially when there's an argument, so to speak. It's more of a debate when it's healthy, I think, because it's just two different sides and you're trying to get the other person to understand that side. Not like debates are now where everyone's fucking screaming at each other. I mean, like where you actually listen to the other person and you just have a difference of opinion or, different emotions about it. So it's a difficult thing to do. It's difficult to hear about mistakes you've made. And it goes back to the partner you have. Is their delivery fucked up? Do they come with like a vendetta? Do they do it in a condescending, like disrespectful or like egotistic type manner? Then maybe that's not the relationship for you. Because if they're bringing shit up in a toxic way, you're not gonna have a healthy discussion about it. That's just how it is. It's gonna be the whole thing is gonna be toxic. So, I mean, I guess I say all that to say, learn from me and my future wife. We're a shining example of this. We are just fucking great. We go well together, like two things that go well together: buffalo and wings.
I had buffalo wings for dinner, actually. That's fire. I did. I really did. I was messing them things up. John called me. He was like, pre-production meeting. I was like, let me call you back because I'm messing these wings up
real quick. I was like, oh, go ahead. My fault. Let me talk to these wings real quick.
I was like, yo, we're having a really good conversation right here. Like, I don't want you to interrupt. I don't need you to be third wheel right now.
Third wheel. I'm not gonna come between this man and his wings.
Yeah, we be going ham, dog. I made sure he was good first. I was like, you good? He's like, yeah, I'm good. Just pre-production.
That's the first thing you said. I appreciate that. I was like, what's up, man? You were like, you good? I was like, yeah, man, I'm good. He was like, all right, I gotta eat. And now that you said that, I realized, like, yo, that's dope. It was like, if you're not good, I don't give a fuck about these wings, but you good? I'm gonna holler back at you because I gotta take care of some shit right now. You a real one, dog. You a real one for that. I didn't even it didn't even hit me in the moment how that's dope. That's so dope. Appreciate you, man. But man. Yeah, so like I said, learn from us. My girl and I, we're dope. So I will come on here and sing her praises and our praises to be a better example, to lead to more healthy relationships. Hopefully, you'll learn from us and be like us, because everybody deserves something like we got.
That's the job.
We hope you're enjoying this awesome conversation. And if you too want to join in, make sure you email us at reachonthehouse@gmail.com. You could send us dating profiles, awkward dating situations, and just funny stories you want to see us react to. We can't wait to read your emails. Now, back to the show.
All right, we're here for the final segment. The last one was technical difficulties, but when I bring us back from a commercial, it's gonna be some shit.
Oh, that's all I know.
He always gets nervous because he doesn't know what the fuck is coming. He said he didn't want to know, so I didn't tell him shit. So we just gonna see how this goes. It was inspired by last week when we had a sort of a fun segment at the end. Thanks to Alexis. Shout out again. Appreciate you. But when we just had a fun segment at the end, and it was mainly just because everything was flowing. Like, even after the first commercial, everything just flowed. So I was like, you know what? Going forward, I feel like we should do that. Just have our conversations, whatever our topics are, and then we'll just end on some silly shit and, have some fun with it. So even if you don't laugh, we fucking will. So it's all good. All right. So I'm going to start with something light, something easy. My mom actually asked me this the other day, and I was like, that's a good-ass question. So if money was no object whatsoever, where would you live? Where would you choose to live?
LA,
where would
baby.
be home?
LA.
LA?
LA, baby.
LA.
LA. Easy.
You been to LA?
I ain't been to LA, but I will go there right now.
Oh, okay. I'm just... Because you love New York, so
New York is like LA is New York, but just good weather all year round. Oh no, sorry. No, yeah, LA. I was gonna say Miami, but no, LA, 100%. I want to be a YouTuber, dog. All the YouTubers live in LA. I want to be with them.
I feel like, can't you do that anywhere?
Nah, there's not a lot of around here, dog. It's hard. There's not a lot of creators.
Oh, I mean, okay, not in the middle of fucking nowhere.
So I'll put you like this.
This
is what This is what I tell people though. The brick and mortar 9-to-5 jobs are here on the East Coast. You want the best brick and mortar work, you come to the East Coast. The best financial job, the best marketing job, tax broker, whatever that is, you want that over here. You want a creative career, you move yourself to the West Coast. That's where all the creative careers are.
I feel that. That is more of a thing here. I feel that. I guess just because I lived near there.
You're jaded.
I am.
Towards LA.
No, I just don't I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm jaded. It's cool to visit, but I'm not shitting on it. I just thought because you love New York, but it makes sense with, what you want to do. But okay, let's take it even further. Not even if money was no object. What if you had an unlimited source of money? Would it still be LA?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because no matter what I do, I'm gonna be a content creator. No matter what I do, if money was just flowing, I'm gonna make YouTube videos. So, yeah, chances are, if money is flowing, it's because I make YouTube videos. So I want to be like in LA. My second option is New York City, and third option is Miami.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is why I thought it was easy for you. You obviously have thought about that shit.
Oh yeah, all the time.
I didn't have an answer for her.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck I would live. I don't know if it's in the U.S. It might be another country. I don't fucking know. I told her, I said I would take 2-3 years to just travel, just to go to other states, other countries, not have anywhere to call home. If any little shit I had that I wanted to keep would be in storage, and I would travel with I wouldn't even travel with a carry-on, honestly. If money wasn't an issue, I'm gonna just have a backpack. I'm gonna have a dope-ass backpack, and I'll just buy shit, whatever I need, and wear the same few things. And just travel to a bunch of different places and decide after that couple years where I want to go. With my baby, obviously, because she's coming with me. And our 2 kids. So, you know. I fucking love that girl, dude. They
gotta go to school, dog.
In the summer, they ain't got shit to do in the summer. We'll all go. All of us. Let's go. Let's do some stamps on these passports, baby. Let's get it.
Fair enough. I'll take it.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. Just because I know she's expressed wanting to live in Europe. And I was like, hey, I don't know what part. Shit, I don't know. Let's fucking just go all around and see what tickles our fancy. I don't like that phrase, but I just
don't like that either. That's so weird. But all right, hey, whatever tickles your fancy. Yeah, you made it weird with the hand gestures. Like, all right, hey, whatever tickles your fancy, dog.
I don't know if I'm ever using that phrase again.
Not on this podcast, you're not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna bleep it out every time you even think about it. Are you kidding me? What was that?
So I'll just do this and they'll know what I was saying.
Yeah, like what was that, dog? Well, he'll be like, whatever.
I don't know, dog. That's just what I'll do from now on because I can't say it again. Oh man! All right, we'll move on.
What did I just witness, dog?
I don't know. That was my bad. That was too many stuff.
I'm sorry if he made you guys uncomfortable.
I'm sorry too, actually, because that's fucked up. I don't like that at all. But we're gonna leave it in because it's embarrassing. And I need to learn a lesson to not do that again.
Oh my god! What is happening? Oh man!
All right, this.
Wow.
All right, this. All right. So that wasn't thought provoking at all for this man. So I'm gonna try to throw you out for something else.
Okay.
If you had to lose any one of your 5 senses, which one would it be?
I'm trying to think of what they are. Hold on. So you got taste, touch, sight, smell, hearing.
Yes.
You eat with your nose, so I don't want to lose my nose. I need to be able to see. I think I'll lose my taste, actually.
But you were just worried about eating with it. Okay.
You eat with your nose. I don't need my taste.
So you eat more so with your nose than with taste?
Wait. I feel like I messed up. Hold on.
Hold on.
You smell
because I was thinking this. I had the same logic. They work hand in hand for sure.
Yeah.
Because if your nose, even if your sinuses are clogged or whatever, then shit don't taste the same.
Yeah.
But if you ain't got taste, then
I'm a picky eater, so I don't know.
Oh, I feel that. I was thinking smell, just because along the same lines, because actually I don't know, because I ended up getting COVID, the OG one, back when it first happened. And I lost my sense of taste for a couple weeks. But I guess I didn't lose it. Or maybe it was because my smell was still there, because I could still taste shit, but it just had to be really, 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 really strong flavors. If it was something mild, it was like eating paper. It was just I was chewing it. The texture was there, obviously, whatever it was, but there was just no taste to it whatsoever. So it was really spicy stuff, or stuff with a lot of spices in it, and then I could get some of it. So I actually gained weight during that time because I was just eating like either like burgers and pizza and like all this shit with this really strong flavors because like Indian food, like shit that had strong flavor to it, because otherwise it was just like, what's the point of this, dude? But I, like you said, I gotta see, and I gotta be able to touch and feel shit.
I gotta be able to hear.
Gotta be able to hear. Yeah, hearing is actually man. I was gonna say that'd probably be the easiest one to navigate. Not the easiest. Let me
learn
rephrase.
ASL, bro.
I knew the alphabet at one point. I know some of it now. It's in like gang signs, but that's the alphabet.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. All right. Anyway,
Let's move on.
yeah. Yes, please. Oh my lord. Wow. On our way to getting canceled, we discovered that.
I knew it would be me. If it happens, I know it's gonna be me. You should have heard what I was gonna say about Mount Rushmore last time, but we'll move on. I edited that for you. That was for you. I purposely did not say what I really wanted to say about it for you. So hope you appreciate that.
I
man.
do. Oh, I 100% do.
Okay. Okay.
Bringing me down with the ship. I appreciate it.
Right. Yeah. It should just be me. I shouldn't have you involved in that. All right. I got two more.
Okay.
Real quick. Your favorite artist now versus your favorite artist 10 years ago.
Right
Who
now.
are they?
Right now is The Weeknd.
Okay.
10 years ago. How old was I 10 years ago? I'm 26
16?
now. I was 16. Who did I like when I was 16?
That's what I was trying to think too.
Probably Drake. I still love Drake, but The Weeknd's my favorite artist.
See, that's what I think. Mine is the same person, or like close to the same.
Oh, really?
Because it's like my favorite now is, well, my favorites are like The Weeknd and Miguel.
Oh, my God.
And 10 years ago,
Okay.
Miguel was still that dude. So like,
This one Miguel song has been on my head nonstop. I can't get it out of my head. I can't stop listening to it.
fuck.
It's
I forgot Miguel was a trigger word.
Girl with the Tattoo is one of the greatest Miguel songs, and it's only a minute long.
Oh man. You know,
It's amazing.
funny. My favorite one, I won't say the title because there's something in the title, a word that's not really one that I typically use.
And Words in Paris?
No, it's Miguel. It's a Miguel song.
I was like, wait, what? Can't get worse than that.
No, it's a Miguel song. It's a Miguel song, but it's about the same. It's about a minute long. Keep it 100, babe. I would love that song.
Oh.
My girl will know what I'm talking about.
That smile on your face makes it. Let me see. I figured since we were singing. All right, anyway.
Lie to me, lie to me, lie to me,
All
so
right,
sweet.
we got to stop singing.
All right, my fault.
We got to stop singing. Everybody's going to click off.
All right, we're gonna end on this one.
Okay.
I thought this was cool because I like candy, and this is just something stupid and silly and weird. Top 5 or your Mount Rushmore of fucking candy. Like your go-tos, your favorite ones.
In no order?
No order, yeah. Fuck
All right.
ordering that shit.
I got Nerds. I got...
Hold on. You actually eat Nerds?
Why he say it like people don't eat Nerds?
I didn't know people ate those. I thought they were just there for like decoration.
For show? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Nerds. Starburst.
That's the first one he said too, before Starburst. Okay.
Smarties. Hold on.
So you like chalk is what I'm hearing. You eating chalk
Sweet
too?
Tarts.
Do you just not know any candy? Was this a bad topic for you?
This is such a bad
Are you unprepared?
I'm not a sweet
Okay, do
eater.
you not?
Those are my 4 though.
Okay.
I literally love those. Like I swear to God, I love those. I eat them and I love them. They're great. But those are my candies, dog. Why you hating?
I'm just shocked. I didn't know people ate that shit or listed them as their favorites.
Yeah.
I guess it's like
I'm not a big
this.
sweets guy. It's exactly like
So you
that.
pick the candy that's not sweet, except nerds for some reason, because that still throws me off. I get why you like chalk. You like the edible chalk, the Smarties, the Sweethearts. That shit is. I'm not shitting on your shit.
Oh,
I'm just
sorry, 5
understanding.
Laffy Taffies.
I'm so confused.
That Laffy Taffy.
I'm so confused.
That Laffy
I knew that was where that shit was going. I'm just so.
What is happening? Okay, listen. Hear me out.
Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy. Doom, doom, doom.
Okay, this is so far left. Hear me out.
Yeah.
I just don't like. I'm not a big candy eater. The only time I really
That's fair.
eat candy is on Halloween because my kid's only 2 and he can't eat all that candy. He really can't eat any of that candy. So I go through his basket and I'm like, oh yeah, what's that? I want that. Give me that. I don't know. I'm not like crazy about like chocolate or anything like that. I don't like chocolate. I actually hate chocolate. I'm not a big gum chewer. I only chew gum when I fly. Yeah. I don't like sour stuff like that. I'm not crazy about that stuff.
I'm not. I mean, your taste buds are your taste buds. I'm not. That face wasn't because you don't like candy. I don't give a fuck. You like what you like. You took this conversation and this question and spun it into I'm a good father because I let my son have all the good candy. So I eat the nerds and the sweet tarts and the Smarties because I want my son to have the good shit.
No, that is not what it is.
You asshole. You selfish. Self-promoting.
My bad.
asshole.
I tried to get cool points off of this. My bad. Ain't that the whole goal of this podcast?
It is.
Is to get cool points out here? Okay. My bad. I stole them when I could get them.
This man, hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm just said, I don't really like candy, so I that's what I eat.
I'll eat candy.
That's what he don't like.
It ain't what
I
it
just
is.
eat the ones my son don't want.
He just don't eat at all.
Oh shit.
He can't eat candy yet. He ain't there yet. Bro got
Oh,
choked.
okay.
He just got teeth.
Especially on the. Oh, that's dope. That is dope. That is a milestone, man. I'm sorry. We've been in the last one. I love kids, dude. I love I love
bro
seeing
just
them
got
grow
teeth.
up.
He's
I
ready.
got 9 nieces and nephews, man. I've seen this a few
Papa
times.
John. Papa John's
I've seen
actually
this a
sounds
few
good. Do I
times.
have it near me?
Yo, pizza does sound fire. When you drink, are you a pizza guy?
Absolutely.
Is that your?
I don't even like wings when I drink. I'd rather have pizza when I drink.
Nah, you need something like cheesy or like.
Papa John's
I mean,
is open right now.
I go to Mexican food. I usually want a quesadilla or some shit.
Papa
some
John's
nachos or
open
some
till 2 a.m., dog. What's up with you?
Yo, he about to get Papa John's.
What's up?
Ooh, it's only 9. I'm not driving nowhere. I might walk to this place down the street. Yeah. Oh, I didn't list mine.
Yeah, you got list yours.
Kit Kat for sure. I like chocolate candy.
I'm about to
I don't
say-
really like the other ones. Like all of mine. Actually, no, one is stereotypical, but I like Kit Kats. I like dark chocolate truffles, those Lindt truffles, the dark chocolate ones.
Oh, I know what you're
Fucking
talking about.
fire. Yeah, those are fire. Sour Patch watermelon, my fault, but they're bomb. Damn, do I have a 5th one? That's only 3. Twix I used to fuck with a lot. Yeah, I still like Twix. And then gummy bears, but only one specific brand of gummy bears.
I know
the rest of that
brand.
shit. It's the best brand there is, the only one that matters.
Yep,
I mean,
yeah. I know. I
okay,
we were
cool.
giving shout outs. My bad.
yeah, no, I wasn't gonna say it. I was trying to respect,
Yep. We're not giving
Yeah.
shout outs. No free promo here.
No.
You gotta hit John up if you want the brand.
Yeah, but that was it. I ain't got too much else. We're on a tight schedule, and by tight, I mean fuck you to somebody. Sorry.
Oh my God.
I couldn't let it end without doing something reckless. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But also, I'm not. So. Don't give me alcohol on this podcast if you don't want reckless shit, man. I told you that. Okay. I'm already reckless as it is. When you add this into it, it's just a whole other thing. Tune in next time.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I'm sitting here just like.
I know. I can tell. I see it in your face. Man. Yeah.
Yeah. That happened. That did happen. Yeah, all right. Wow.
It did. I appreciate you taking point on this and like just being so vulnerable and open. I know that shit's not easy for you. I haven't known you for that long, but you haven't been like that. You've been like that hardly ever. So to do it like this on a public setting with not knowing who the fuck's gonna see it, it takes a lot. That takes a lot. It might be 2 people, it might be 12 people, but it won't be any more than that probably.
I just hope it resonates, and I hope it inspires somebody to either A, be different for somebody you care about, or B, let somebody in that you might not have in the past. Yeah. Anyway, we hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode of On the House, and we will catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
Love you, babe. Peace.
This guy.